Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Today we're gonna talk about classic style left Mino. It's classic, but it's still very popular with amateur players, and it can be also seen in static rook matches. And if somebody is interested in slow game, this is a good place to start because it's very adaptable. And if white plays silver to 5-3 in this position, black needs to be careful because if black plays pawn to 7-5, this silver all of a sudden can come out to harass the pawn and bishop drops back for a backup. But if white plays go to 4-3 to complete his castle, this is a green light for black to go ahead and take over the file like this, and he pushes this edge pawn. It's always a good option for static rook size. It prevents the bishop from coming out. And black has two options here. One is to play bishop to 6-8. Of course, it's natural to go for Ishida style, right? And after seeing this rook can come out, and thanks to this edge pawn, black cannot harass this rook this way. So he goes ahead and complete his ideal shape. Then he can close up this file. And after seeing this, black has to do something, because if he plays carelessly, this silver can come out to trap his rook, and he doesn't want to do something like this. This is not the best shape for black. It's like white is forcing him to do so, and instead bishop to 5-7 is a good idea. This time, if this silver comes out, black can kick the silver by pawn to 6-5. That should be okay because the pawn is now protected by two pieces, right? So that's okay. And here white could also go for some sort of anagama style, but it's going to be a little unbalanced, so it's more natural to complete his Mino castle and go for silver crown. Now black's pieces are almost fully mobilized, right? And he would go for silver crown like I told you, and black can actually wait because this edge pawn is good. It limits white's ability, and white will eventually run out of moves and will have to just wait. And after this pawn push, black is totally ready for offense. This pawn push would be the only way for white to resist, but instead of taking it, the silver can come out and silver recaptures. Here the silver is dead, but this pawn push is a great counter move. If this pawn has been pushed, this rook can go to the right, but thanks to this edge pawn, he can't, right? So he has to move back, then pawn promotion, rook recaptures, then black can save the silver. And this pawn drop is good because next silver promotion is great, and then black can promote this pawn. And black is already winning. And all the way back to this position right here. Go to 4-7 would be the other good option for black. And after this, black doesn't even bother to do something about this pawn. Instead, he goes for completing high Mino castle. This time he's gonna attack from the opposite side. Because this pawn push is good. Of course, if he takes it, black can create a fork, right? So white cannot take this pawn. Instead, white can ask black to take this pawn by silver to 4-2. Otherwise, he's gonna take this pawn, right? But that's okay. It's going to be good for black because black can create a great, strong attacking base above his king. So it should be good for black, right? Then black can go for Ishida style. He tries to pry up this diagonal, but it's okay. It protects the square. Silver recaptures, and this time white can take this pawn. Knight is dead, but this sacrifice is a cool move. Then black can penetrate the file like this. And right here, white can also fight back by pawn to 7-4. And instead of taking it, black can use his rook. Again, bishop to 6-8. That's a good position. Thanks to this empty square, this bishop can even come out to attack this lance. So that's why this pawn push is also great. And anyway, white can take this pawn and rook recaptures. And instead of pawn to 7-3, white dropped his pawn to 7-4 to keep initiative. And instead of 7-6, rook to 7-8 is a good idea. Because if it stays here and when knight comes out, then the silver can come out to trap his rook. So it's a good idea to be a little bit careful with its movement. And if he pushes this pawn, there is no possibility of this attack anymore, so he can once again come out to 7-6. And again, he would ask blacks to take this pawn because he is running out of moves. So black does it. And this time this bishop can go to the right because his bishop is not here anymore. So black can't make a check. So it's okay to do so. Then once again, his bishop will come out to look at his rook. And he doesn't care about this pawn push. Instead, he keeps attacking. He needs to go back. and pawn takes the pawn and bishop recaptures and rook can come out. And black can simply push the central pawn to attack his bishop. Then silver to 6-6 is a great idea. If black is able to take this pawn and push this pawn as well, he's gonna form even stronger foundation around the opposing king. And if this knight comes out, it's even better. It's hard for white to prevent that from happening. And this pawn promotion is going to be a little too late because black's attack is faster. He's attacking near the king, right? So black is in a better shape. Even if white promotes the pawn, black can do something like this. If he takes it, rook can promote to 7-2, right? This pawn drop doesn't work because rook to 8-4 is a cool move, and black is going to win anyway. Alright, that's all for this video. As you can see, you can attack from left and right when conditions are met, and Ishida style is a great way to suppress your opponents. I hope it's been helpful, and as always, thanks for watching and take care. Bye.